Stage is a good friend of ours here at the Comedy Palace. He's popping in tonight because he is originally from the fantastic San Diego comedy scene, but he was like, nah, fuck all that sunshine and close proximity to Los Angeles. I'm taking my act to Oklahoma, homie. And there is a comedy scene in Oklahoma, and he's been rocking it, and he's back tonight to rock with us in Kearny Mesa. So please show us some love and clap it up for Mr. Jordan Parker. Let's hear it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I always loved the music that's way cooler than I'll ever be. How you guys doing tonight? Happy Friday night, everybody. Woo. Well, to tell you about myself, he's right. My name is Jordan Parker. I spent the last 6 years in San Diego working as an attorney while doubling as a comedian, and I just decided to focus on comedy full-time in Oklahoma, which is true, but people kept laughing in my face when I told them that, so I just turned it into a joke that's real, which is my life. And telling people that you're moving to Oklahoma City to pursue comedy is like saying I'm relocating to New Orleans to focus on sobriety. Like, yeah, it's technically possible to do that, but man, you're taking the path of most resistance here. But a lot of people, especially California, like to shit on Oklahoma and call it flyover country and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's got lots of things going for it. My parents live there and don't charge me rent. That's right, it's hip to live with your parents now. I caught it just at the right time. 10 years ago I was a loser, now I'm forward thinking. It's great though, and Oklahoma is weird, you know, in many ways. I'm learning a lot about it, and if it were a person, I'd have to say it should be on suicide watch because it's definitely going through the motions and depressed, and I know this because its old state motto, and this is true, was Oklahoma is okay. Which is better than the one motto they shot down, Oklahoma, lower your expectations. And nowhere is this depressing mentality truer than the fact that their two main airports, Wiley Post and Will Rogers Airport, are named after people who famously died in airplane crashes. This is your captain speaking. We are getting ready to descend into Will Rogers International Airport, something Will Rogers cannot say. So, count your blessings is what I'm trying to say. I mean, why would you name an airport after people who died in plane crashes? I guess the Big Bopper, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens International Airport just seemed like it was in poor taste. So Oklahoma is so sad about itself. It actually has a city called OK, Oklahoma. I assume if I keep looking, I'll find whatever Oklahoma, and dude, I don't care, just pick a name, Oklahoma. And it's funny because Oklahoma has all kinds of weird idiosyncrasies, and they look at us, you know, they have stereotypes about Californians. They think we're all just a bunch of uptight snowflakes, over-regulated nanny state people. Well, I'm kind of a badass myself. I don't know if you saw me over there, but I was just drinking a beverage with a straw I didn't even need. So, you know, we do all right out here. But it's funny because they look at us like this overregulated nanny state that doesn't trust its citizens. Well, here's something like we can do on a Sunday: buy liquor on a fucking Sunday. Yeah. You know what else is illegal that I just learned in Oklahoma? It's illegal to have happy hour in Oklahoma. Of course they don't allow happy hour in a state most famous for the Trail of Tears. That's an AP US history reference, look it up. They don't allow happy hour. Oh, here's another thing. I can buy weed from a store like a goddamn civilized person. I don't have to act like it's 1998 and pretend that the dude selling weed out of his mother's house is way more interesting than I pretend he is. You know? By the way, buying weed is literally the only time I've ever been happy to pay taxes. I'm like, yes! This is the only thing that I do that feels legitimate. Yeah, and you know, it's funny. It's funny what some people consider freedom and what they consider to be okay limits on it. Because in Oklahoma right now, the Republican running for governor has promised if he becomes governor, he's going to make it legal to carry any gun anywhere without a permit. And this is the same. Really? No, that's a terrible idea. You're missing the joke. That's a terrible idea because this same state trusts you with an AR with a gun, but if I buy cough medicine, I need to show my ID and get a background check run because I might make meth. And that's amazing to me. Like, they don't trust their citizens to buy cough medicine. You know, like that you could have it by this time next year. You go to Walmart, your trip would be like this, like, oh, hello, sir, let's see what you got here. We got eggs, milk, bread, Sudafed. Whoa, hold on a second, son. I'm gonna need to see some ID and run a little background check because you're about to undertake a tremendous responsibility and you could hurt dozens of innocent people. Oh, that's okay. Just take these 3 AR-15s. Excellent choice, sir. I can't imagine how you'd possibly misuse this to hurt anybody. Have a wonderful day. We are a real state. So whenever I get topical, there's usually somebody from the audience who's like, don't quit your day job. And I'm like, thank you a lot, citizen, so helpful. Wish you had told me that before I quit being a successful attorney to focus on being a struggling comedian. But I am actually a lawyer. I went to law school and I practiced and I got sick of, you know, the lawyer lifestyle. Like having health insurance that pays for things, paying my bills on time, my parents being proud of me. But, you know, having a lawyer, a law degree is helpful. You know, it's like the Matrix. You see how the world works now in ways that other people don't. And I'd say being a lawyer is a lot like being society's mechanic. If you're coming to talk to me, get ready to pay a shit ton of money to fix something you insist isn't broken. As I use a bunch of words, there's no possible way you could understand. And everybody gets browbeaten. Doesn't matter if you go in, you don't want to fix anything. You're still going to because you don't know what the fuck he's saying and you're terrified, you know. And it's like you come in, you're terrified, you're talking to him, you're like, I don't know what to do. And the lawyer looks at you like, yeah, there's your problem right there. You stabbed a guy and ate his face. Don't panic, this kind of thing happens all the time in my line of work. What you're gonna wanna do is sand off those fingerprints, change your dental records, and if you can find someone willing to lie under oath, that would go a long way. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, I just stabbed a guy and ate his face. That'll buff right out. That's gonna bite you right in the keister, let me tell ya. I've seen this a dozen times before. People think they can fix it themselves, and bam! Bunch of other people end up dead with missing faces. Trust me, you want to pay ahead of time to fix this. You don't want to fix this yourself. So I'm single if you can possibly believe that. I know, ridiculous. And I've been trying to date in Oklahoma, and needless to say, it's a little challenging because on one hand, I want to, you know, fight for my values and stand up for what's right. But I also enjoy having sex with people, so those two things can't really coexist. And I've tried online dating in Oklahoma, and it's a lot like trying to pick a movie Friday night on Netflix, because it's a whole bunch of options that you almost want, whereas anything you're actually interested in is not available, or you better get ready to pay a subscription for it. Yeah, and it's really hard to date in Oklahoma because every Tinder profile says the most important relationship in my life is my relationship to Jesus Christ. And I'm like, wow, that's really great for you that you found somebody. I'm just not really into a poly relationship right now. You know, I don't want to be having sex with her while her man is like standing, hanging around in the corner, showing off his awesome six-pack, judging me. And I'm Jewish, so he's extra gonna hate me. And you know, the strangest thing about Oklahoma dating is, well, actually, on an unrelated point. So I did this recently, super relatable. I misplaced my keys. Right? You all done this, and you know when you start looking around the house and all the stupid places there's no way it could be, like the freezer or the garbage can. That's what dating in Oklahoma is like. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna find it here, but where else could it fucking be? I've looked everywhere else. But it's okay. I imagine I'm gonna find love someday because I like my women just like I like my coffee. I will take literally anything you offer to me. I don't care. Someone excited that I'm desperate. I will take literally anything you offer to me. I don't care if it's not hot anymore or it came from the gas station. I just want to feel alive once again. I've been Jordan Parker. You guys have been great. Thanks everybody.
Jordan Parker, everybody.